and welcome back to A Elite Design, my fashion illustration and DIY channel. Today I have another DIY video for you, this time showing you how I make these satin hair scrunchies, which I'm obviously a personal fan of. Being that I have big curly hair, these are perfect for me. They're easy to put in a bun like this and easily taken out and don't leave a crease on my hair at all, which is essential for anyone else who has curly hair. Also, the satin in particular is a lot better for your hair. It can help prevent breakage, so I like to use these a lot more often than the coily ones, and I definitely don't use regular scrunchies. So I have a lot of these and I really just wanted to show how I make them. If you like these DIY and sewing videos, please be sure to like this one and to also subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be making more. I'm going to show you how I make this black satin one, which is a personal favorite, so let's get started. So first you're going to want to cut your satin fabric piece, which should be 4 inches wide by 17 inches long, and your elastic piece, which should be 9 inches long. You can fold the satin piece in half. You're going to want to stitch a 1/4 inch along the open edge, and just do this carefully and make sure you're catching both sides so that you know the seam is closed and you won't have any openings when you finish it. When you're done, you want to clip all the stray threads, and again you can clip off the little frayed pieces of the satin as well. And just make sure that that seam is secure, all closed. That way when you turn this inside out, you won't have any surprise holes. So once you do that, you're going to just take a safety pin, pin it to the edge, and you're going to use that to turn this piece inside out. So you can just shimmy the pin through the piece of fabric. And again, do this slowly so you don't make a hole in it, and make sure that you get the whole thing through. It's a much easier way of turning it inside out. So pull it through, and then you can iron this piece flat down if you'd like to get rid of any wrinkles. And remove the safety pin, and you're going to use that same safety pin to push that elastic through the satin piece. So pin it to the edge and then just use the pin to maneuver through that piece. Make sure that the other end of the elastic doesn't go completely through the satin because you want to be able to tie those ends together. So remove that safety pin, and then you're going to make a knot of the two ends of the elastic, and you're going to just make sure it's really secure so that it doesn't come apart, and pull it so you don't make the elastic too short either. This knot is super important because that'll secure your scrunchie. Next, you're going to shimmy that knot into the satin fabric away from the opening, because then you're going to fold down these opening sides about a 1/4 inch like I show. Just fold one side down, and then you're going to push the other open side through that. So that way you can create an overlap, and you're going to eventually sew over that overlap. Just take your time doing this and make sure it's neat and flat, because you're going to want that seam to look really neat when it's done. So once you have that folded, you're going to want to take a pin and pin that down. So as you can see, I made that overlap really flat. So I usually put 2 pins in just to make sure it's secure when I'm sewing it down. Make sure that you get the other side also pinned down and it's flat so you don't miss it, so there's no holes once you're finished sewing. So now you're going to sew right over that overlapped fold. Make sure that you're catching the bottom part of it too in your stitch, and be sure to backstitch. I ran 2 seams over this just to make sure that it's secure. So now you're going to clip away your stray threads. Make sure that seam that you just sewed is nice and neat, and look at the way it looks nice and flat. You see, now you want to just fold this over so that it's not so bulky when you're actually using the scrunchie. So just fold it over like so, and you're going to sew that flat down. And this just makes the scrunchie, you know, more compact and you don't have this long, awkward seam in it. So again, just stitch, backstitch, and I did 2 over this just to secure it. Now you're gonna clip away your stray threads and you're all done. This scrunchie is super easy to make and it comes out to be very cute. So if you like this video, please subscribe and thank you so much for watching.